It's time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Saturday night, November 5th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and I your 11 o'clock news and I'm here. Top story 11th hour on this late Saturday night is in Reno, Nevada, where Donald Trump was rushed off stage Saturday night during a campaign rally. Here, a security official swarmed, but the candidate today emerged back to stage after a few minutes and finished his speech. Woodworth, South Carolina, a day after a body was found in a shallow grave on property owned by a local real estate agent, investigators determined that the remains were the boyfriend of a woman found chained inside a metal storage shed there. Muscle wrap for more than 20 hours. CNN and senior international correspondent Howard Damon and photojournalist Presley were with Iraqi's special forces during the push into ISIS-led Mosul. Prime Minister Theresa May flies to India on Sunday to prepare the grandfather one of Britain's key trade agreements after it quits the European Union. Seoul, South Korea. Tens of thousands of South Koreans poured into the streets of downtown Seoul on Saturday, using words including treason and criminal to demand that President Park Geun-hye step down in the middle of an explosive political scandal. Beirut, an offensive by Syrian insurgents aimed at the government-held part of the northern city of Aleppo and has killed at least 74 civilians, including 25 children in opposition to minority groups, said Saturday. England's Guy Fawkes Night, an annual event that includes protest marches, bonfires, and fireworks in honor of its former American colonies a year by burning a Donald Trump in effigy. Donald Trump just recently prepared true statements about policy which should horrify anyone in 99% of the Republicans. Phoenix, the U.S. Supreme Court on Saturday reinstated an original law that makes it a felony to collect early ballots 7 in the contentious political issue dates before the presidential election and dealing the vote that the Democrats get out the vote. Washington, a man with a firearm walked in Saturday afternoon near the White House, led authorities to briefly lock down the property as a precaution, according to the Secret Service officials. The act disgusted officers and senators so much they reported one in their own internal affairs on bike patrol one night. Officer Matfield Lockers placed pieces between two pieces of bread, city officials said, and gave it to a homeless man. Is fired. Moderate House Republican and longtime supporter of Paul Brown is asking him in the late upcoming elections on whether to retain the current House leadership, a potential sign of trouble for the Speaker. Brockton, Massachusetts. Members of the Brockton family say they believe a stray bullet entered home and grazed a 3-year-old boy's leg during a shootout in broad daylight. Police responded to reports of a gunfire about 1 p.m. Saturday near the end of the peace rally at the City Hall a few blocks away. Authorities say they were looking for suspects in 2 vehicles who reportedly were shooting at each other. Relatives of the boy told the Brockton Enterprise that he was crying after the shootout and they thought he was just scared, but they noticed blood in his pants. They said he's going to be fine. His name hasn't been disclosed. Boston officials say one person is started the fire that swept an abandoned house in the city's Roxbury section. Deep in the western rim of the Endeavour crater at Cape Tribulation, opportunity spent the month of October Spirit Man studying the rich yet familiar geology at the first science stop of the Mars exploration rovers and a 10-extended mission. This Friday, an agreement between 24 counties and the European Union made it possible the creation of the largest marine park in the world, located in Rouse Sea at the Antarctic Ocean. A massive explosion back on September 1st has caused a lot of worry among the NASA officials about the SpaceX's weird way of fueling up. NASA's raising some major questions about SpaceX, especially how it goes about the fuel and power. Stages in the light of catastrophic. Valentine Partners reduced its stake in Gilead Sciences by 5.97% in their most recent quarter, and the investment management company now holds a total of 5,968 shares of Gilead Sciences, which is valued at $432,740. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has identified the first case of U.S. drug-resistant fungal infection. Barbara Sister Carver from team of resident in Pasco County, Florida. Reese Witherspoon and daughter Ava Philp look more like each other, as acceptance for friend request leads to a long life according to a study. This weekend, public service announcements that's a while back, and then daylight savings time by 7 o'clock an hour early on Sunday, November 6th, and November 7th. Many of us will commute home in the dark. Hillary Clinton's federal campaign was breaking records for early voter turnout before downpour cutter showed remarks in Pembroke Pines, Florida. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump stood with Clinton truck to make final stops in Raleigh, North Carolina. Las Vegas is more than 2 hours after early voting was scheduled into the Mexican grocery store in Las Vegas, and the last voters were still trickling in on sliding gas straws fresh from cast their ballots next to mounds. Philadelphia, Hillary Clinton plans to return to Michigan on Monday, the final day of the campaign before Election Day, as her campaign seeks to lock down the traditionally Democrat state where the race has tightened. Peter Channel News Time is now 11:04 p.m. on this late Saturday night, and it is time now for a traffic and transit report Beep beep! Let's MMT. We're on the subway system. It is looking good. On the commuter rail. On the subway system. It is looking good. As bus will place red line service between Harbor and Wharf Station during the weekends of November 5th, 6th, 19th, 20th, and 26th and 27th at Silver Line. That's one experiencing monoways the disabled bus and on the ferries. They are looking good. Hey, looking at the highways and byways of New England on this late Saturday night. Let's start you off at the New York City Expressways were Brooklyn Queens Expressway eastbound back to Brooklyn and Bushwick. Brooklyn Queens Expressway westbound side back to Bushwick down to Brooklyn. Brooklyn Queens Expressway eastbound side back to Park Slope. West Side Highway and both ends is backed up from Harlem all the way to Midtown. Midtown Tunnel is backed up around from 9A all the way out to Brooklyn. FDR Drive southbound side back to the southeast of Manhattan. 270 to the westbound side it is backed up from Staten Island. 670 both ends back to Jamaica down to Queens. Frogs Neck Bridge on the northbound side it is backed up. 670 on the southbound side of Whitestone Bridge is backed up. 95 on the southbound side it is backed up from Harlem all the way out to the George Washington Bridge on the southbound side of the 95. West Side Highway at the northbound side back to the Harlem all the way at the Route 95 out in the Bronx, Merritt Parkway, eastbound side at Wilson before Route 25 out of Bridgeport, Interstate 84, westbound side at Slower before Route 91 in downtown Harvard, Connecticut. Mass Parkway westbound side at back to Route 128 out in Weston. Interstate 87 and 89 and southbound side is backed up after the Canadian border in upstate New York and upstate Vermont and all the way 59 the northbound side is backed up around the southern back towards Montreal. And 199 on the eastbound side. Southbound side is backed up at Canadian border up in Niagara Falls. Highways and byways at Pennsylvania. Looking at the Pennsylvania Turnpike, Little Surround, Colorado, stretch around Interstate 81. And Capital Beltway in the eastbound side, slow just before Route 95 in Bethesda, and 395 on the southbound side is backed up around the Washington, D.C. and 95 on the northbound side, back to Baltimore Harbor Tunnel and Baltimore on the northbound side. Peter Channel News Time. It's now 11:07 on this late Saturday night, and it is time now for a weather report. 7-day forecast looks like this. Tonight, at slight chance of showers after 2 a.m. Increased clouds about 30 degrees. Common Chesapeake is 20%. Sunday, at slight chance of showers. Increased clouds high about 51 degrees. Common becoming the north end 5 to 8 miles in the afternoon. Chesapeake 20%. Sunday night, clouds are gradually becoming forecast go about 26 degrees. North about 5 to 7 miles an hour. For Monday, Sunday, most clouds go about 52 about 32 degrees. Northwind at 6 miles, shifting calm wind. For Tuesday, Sunday, most clouds go about 6 about 40 degrees. Wednesday, mostly sunny forecast about 36 about 35 degrees. For Thursday, mostly sunny forecast about 55 about 40 degrees. For Wednesday, areas of fog about partly sunny to most clouds about 55 about 35 degrees. And for Saturday, mostly clouds about 45 degrees. Currently here, not near, it is 41 degrees, humidity at 99%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news, and it's late Saturday, November 5th, 2016, which will be a good night, like good bye, and I'll see you tomorrow morning with a more report. Good night.